Butterfly gonna recap this and say Gotti caught a 30 on the John Bro.
So all y'all wanna know what happened, I'm gonna tell you what happened. He got smoked. That was crazy out the game.
Sometimes SP to nobody that knows body.
Hit this area with 51. Everything in the butterfly.
When you start rapping like that?
People say life and death is in the power of the tongue. That's a big responsibility. Warning come before destruction. Boy, don't let your pride get in the way. If you know you guilty, show some humility. If I was innocent, I wouldn't let no one tarnish my identity. I provide so much documentation, I'll do a documentary.
You already know what it is, man. Salute to the subscribers. That notification gang, RiceGangClothing.com for the merchandise. You heard me right. So many things going on in the world. I hope everybody is doing well in their perspective. Mondays, you know what I'm saying? You got a lot of people talking about some of the battles that went on this weekend, but most notably, you know, not to be forgotten, Ahdi Boom battled. I actually seen it this morning against Rio Nakashi, and man, I tell you, I got a couple clips for it. Now,
You mad at the culture, marriage counselor. We can't wait to hear your side of the story. Don't get quiet now. You had the right to remain silent, but you didn't mind testifying in front of your former employers. I'm here to destroy you.
Probably drop the link to it. I will say this. You look very uncomfortable. I mean, he got some bars off. Like, I will say, he got some bars off, or whatever the case may be. But it was definitely different. He was battling on camera on a little like Zoom joint, Ahdi Zoom. I think the nigga even called him Ahdi Zoom. Ahdi Zoom, like a Zoom meeting. You know what I'm saying? It was different. Like he mentioned a couple things. He said, you know, something about y'all accused me of speaking through the wire and all this other shit. And he was talking about not dissing ARP. It was a lot of things he talked about in his battle. And while his round was like cool, it was nothing. And this is like not from a place of hate. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just my personal opinion on my personal channel. Battle rap is just fun to me. Fuck a scheme, punch, or angle. It's a gun for me, and a gun is the only thing that get the job done for me. I just talk about what I talk about on my camera. Like in my real life, I'm good. Whips paid for, house is good. I'm living like the best possible life that I can. So I don't go back and forth with people. Like that's just something I'm never gonna do, because it's just about battle rap. Like now it's to the point where the battle rap recaps are so fun, and me and Showtime SP are having such a good time. Our recaps are getting recapped. Salute to Battle Rap Fiend, Jamal Cooper. He sent me a video of a recap of the recap.
You knew I could rock, Croc. He said before the abyss came in. So Croc is a crocodile. Rock calls himself the Rockodile. Cayman is a species of a reptile. This is the shit that I'm talking about. Okay, I'm just saying, I really looked this shit up. He says, if you're aiming to pull my Watts card, let's take it back when I first became a pop star. I was big banging.
No. Who better than you? No, keep rapping. Just keep rapping. Fuck this. Just keep going.
Whatever you plan neglected. Get split by the man. See ya when the camera pan.
Yo, keep going. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy. Like, male shouldn't be jealous. That's a female trait. What, you mad because you push dimes and he sell weight? Just do. I tell everybody, just do your thing, because I'm never gonna go back and forth with anybody. But Ahdi Boom. Yeah. So you had a battle. You had a couple bars in there. You know, a little something here and there. But overall, I mean, you look really out of place. You battled a nigga in like a Akon I'm locked up outfit. You know what I'm saying? He had like the fake jail behind him. Ain't getting no closer, no matter how far I go. My car like a Tyler Perry flick. He had like the Tyler Perry jail with he even went and got a little like cop and shit to like beat him up. And what I will say, fam was going in. He was going in. He was talking about everything. He was like, why you quiet now? You already had the right to remain silent. Like, he was going in. He was talking about him being mad at bloggers and just a whole bunch. Like, the one dude the Rio cat, he pretty much covered everything that you could cover about that whole Ahdi Boom situation in one battle. Like, he just went through the whole gamut. And he was like, you know, he's like, you ain't, the league owners ain't book you because you're marketable. They only booked you because they know you got a target on you. Yo, that shit was, I ain't gonna lie, I peeped the whole thing. He definitely was breaking that shit down. And Ahdi Boom, look, he was doing everything. This nigga was folding clothes. This nigga was mopping the wall. He was sweeping the sidewalk. He was doing everything he could to not pay attention for them couple of minutes that dude was rapping to him. He looked very uncomfortable. When it was over, he was just like, all right, bro, and just like got out of the Zoom meeting and shit. And I understand why, because it was, you know, it was, the nigga was bombing on your whole existence, you know what I mean? And I guess Ahdi Boom is gonna continue to do the battle rap shit, but I don't know. Like I said, I think the big names and I think the big cards and all of that shit is over. Like, it's gonna be over. Like, how is he gonna be able to continue to battle? And the one dude, when he started rapping, he addressed the shit like, I would go to any level that I needed to. You know what I'm saying? That nigga said I would have had so many documents, they would have had a documentary. Like, dude was alright. I ain't gonna lie. He said I would have brought out so many documents, them niggas would have made a documentary. Like, that shit, the lines was connecting. And I think that he deserves his props. Rio Nakashi, he deserves his props and admiration from everybody talking about the battle and shit. That nigga said, how you let Tekashi be a bigger man than you? Like, he was, bruh. Ahdi Boom, look, this nigga was changing the channel and shit. This nigga was like watching a movie and playing a video game on the same screen and shit. He was doing all kind of shit. Like, he was nervous. I ain't gonna hold it. He was nervous purpose. And you had to know that people was gonna get this battle and was gonna talk about it. Like, there's people talking about this shit everywhere. You going viral, baby. You going viral, baby. It's a movie. It's a movie. It's a movie. It's a movie. But yeah, that shit was crazy. I salute you, Rio. You know, you did your thing. You had I don't know how you had a Zoom meeting in jail, but you made it work. I put a couple clips in here of your battle.
Soon as you verify it's Ahdi Boom, what's a snitch? Somebody who don't mind being your partner in crime, but decline being your partner in time. What's a snitch? Somebody who thought was down for the ride, but when it came time to live, they ain't have enough drive. What's a snitch? Somebody who camouflage and change color like reptilians. I'm serious. They know how to move and blend in with civilians. Ahdi Boom, the bridges you have burned. Can I be rebuilt like that? What's a snitch? Somebody who can't handle the weight because they ain't built like that.
I respect it. And, you know, you keep that shit moving, and hopefully you could channel that energy into whatever you got going on next. I definitely respect it. I'm sure my man Showtime SP will peep your battle, and it was definitely something pleasant to wake up to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely checked it. I was like, yo, son has not only got all of the angles together, this nigga's really snapping. And boom, like, what you thought was gonna happen? I don't know what you thought was gonna happen. Like, this is what's gonna go on. And you might continue to battle. You're like, fuck that, I'm just gonna battle anyway. But my nigga, like, that nigga, yo, son was going in. He was talking about his whole round was basically about Ahdi Boom snitching. Like, that's all it was about. And I will say this. While Boom might have had some shit here and there, like the gun bars and all of that shit, they really don't be, that shit don't really be about nothing no more. Cause it's like, alright, whatever. Like, the dude even said, like, yo, I don't even feel comfortable spitting gun bars around you. Like, I don't even feel comfortable. Nigga said, I don't even feel comfortable spitting gun bars around you. You might snitch on me. But I don't know what league it was on. I really don't know. It was a Zoom meeting. It was on Zoom Battle League. Nah, respect to whoever them niggas is that put that shit together. I woke up and the link was sitting there for me to watch. I peeped it this morning and I was like, yo, this nigga went in. He was definitely talking. His words was put together so eloquently. He was not even like rapping to you. He was like talking to you. It was like a counseling session. That nigga said some shit like marriage counselor. We can't wait to hear your side of the story. Like, nigga was like, we can't wait to hear your side of it. Talking about Ahdi Boom. He talked about everything from the 15 Minutes of Fame interview that nigga had like a whole fucking itinerary of shit that he was gonna go over, and he did it. He completed his objective. Whatever they paid you, I hope they paid you enough, because everybody's gonna be talking about this. And the only reason why everybody ain't talking, a lot of people have talked about it already, is because the shit came out like mad late at night. But we up for the re-up, and yeah, everybody's gonna be talking about this shit. So I hope that you can continue to do what you do, Rio. Ahdi, this is the way it's gonna be for the foreseeable future. Niggas is gonna be talking about you, and that's just the way it's gonna be. You might not like it, but there ain't really much shit you can do about it, because it is what it is. Nobody can stop anyone from doing what they doing on their personal shit. It's just the way life goes. I tell people all the time, I'm not a fan of Fox News. I don't watch Fox News. The only way you can not see what somebody's doing is just don't watch the shit. You just don't watch it. Like, if you see something come up, just don't watch it. Let it go. And I think that'll be better for your peace. But for the other fans and the other ones who want to see this shit, make sure y'all peep out Rio NKOSI versus Ahdi Boom. You will be pleasantly surprised. Dang. You already know what it do and what it does, so you gotta ask what it was. Salute to the subscribers, that notification.
Nate Drink from the Nate Drink One Sports Podcast channel. And I wanted to stop by and ask you for your support and your help on my channel, and also on my show channel at A Drink of Wisdom. I drop new episodes every Saturday, and you can catch me on all the social media platforms under Nate Drink One. And with that said, here go a quick snippet of one of my most recent shows. Thanks for your support, and remember, let's talk some sports, baby. And I'm out.
NFL has banned jersey exchanges between players for the 2020 season. What do you think of that policy, Drink?
So let me get this right. So these players could spend 2 to 3 hours trading blood, saliva, sweat, but the straw that breaks the camel back is if they swap jerseys at the end of the game. Give me a break. This is stupid. Just stupid. What are we talking about here? Hey, come on, cut me. No, get the hell out of here.